のすべてが暗闇ならばまぶたを開く意味などないから、いっそこの目を潰してしまえば溢れる涙は止まるだろうか。夢と神はまがいもの、自分は皆の笑い者、泣いたらダメだと思えばもうほど冷たい雨が頬流れた。
俺には我慢ならんもんがある。一つは敗北、そしてもう一つその傷、誰かと舐め合うことだ。一人立ち尽くし見上げた夜空、お前の叫びはお前のもので、弁護はできても代弁はできない。同じく俺の怒りや痛みは俺だけのもんだ。誰も触んな。
疲れた俺枯れ果てて、
あがいてあがいてこらえてもだえて、
それでも前へ未来へ二いて、
ひたすら前へ未来へ二いて。二つもなくじゃ抱えきれない苦しみならここに扱ろう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。名古屋ついに出番だらマイク掴んだら、ここがの真ん中胸に刻んだ花はマンダラ、覚悟決めときな真っ赤なバンダナ、意味嫌われた日がまだどんな花でも咲き誇れば体が震えるほどに綺麗だ。言ったかした手を合わした誰しも皆過ちはあるが、間違い方も間違っちゃダメだ。正しさじゃなく優しさを選ぶバットワンステップ、光り輝く救いの言葉に興味はねえな悪いが、神や仏じゃねえんだよ。単なる通りすがりのお坊さん、そんでお前らの家族開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。幼獣士ぶちかませ。
人のやつのメイクのビジュアル系などという中でこのぞ我が定め隠すためヒラさらけ出すため眠りから目覚め今覚醒、誰よりも鏡を見つめ続けたナルシストだからこそいざまそうとも何度だって立つ我が生き様をマナコに焼き付けてきた。
恨むことで強くなるか、憎むことで楽になるか、何のためだ誰のためだなぜだはてなばかりだ。強くなりたいだけじゃない、大事なものを守りたい信じた正義を、武器じゃなく人を守るための盾であれ。自信がみんなで生かすおじゃちなんより恐ろしい、それは自分自身神追い払う胸の炎上層本能努力とガチャ変わりバリバリや鏡のコース屏風に上手磨いて理屈を押したリリック一眼に勢いよく危険無鉄砲な説法進む先に道はないならば幸い迷うこともない。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day 一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。1 day 1 day一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。開花さあ目を開けてみろ。一連タクション名古屋ディビジョン、6つの眼で共に見つめよう。
Well, here we are. Now, I know we're not gonna finish this all in like all one and go, but yeah, we are in the final episode of the first Ace Attorney investigation. Oh boy. So, let's talk about what happened last time. We figured out the killer for Kay's father and the Malik or whoever. I forgot his name. Castillo. And it looks like the KG incident might be brought back. As now I figure out kind of the timeline for this game. With every episode except 4 takes place a month after Trials and Tribulation, the third Ace Attorney game. The order goes like this in this game. Episode 4, and then I believe episode 2, episode 3, and then we got episodes 1 and 5 left, and from what I believe, I guess at this rate, episode 5 might be takes place after 1. But yeah, it's a really crazy timeline. Like, this game just basically is a sequel to the Ace Attorney series, but also the prequel. Because this takes place before the first episode, the 4th episode of the third Ace Attorney game. But yeah, that's a lot. Anyway. So, something that I forgot to talk about in last stream was that Crown Jewel happened in Saturday, right before my stream. I will say that the event was good. You know, it was good. Opening and main event are, for me, are good. I prefer the main event over the opening. But yeah, the opening match, the new Bloodline versus the old Bloodline, it was good, but I kind of expected more. And yeah, it was a good match, but I feel like it could have done better. Next up, the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team. That was good. Like, recent, like, last premium live event or pay-per-view, the women's matches were not, like, way up to par, like how I like it to be. But in this one, the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag Team match, that one I like. That one's like, okay, they fixed it. They went all out. Every woman did amazing. I really love it. It was really good. Third one, Seth versus Bronson Reed. That was a really good one. That was no doubt one of the best ones. I kind of wish Bronson would win, but I'll take the fact that he came back up after Seth's finisher. And with Seth saying, "What the is wrong with you?" Bronson came back up. I think that means the storyline, this rivalry, is not going to end, and I'm really glad. So I think, like, even though I feel like Bronson should deserve that win, I liked it. The fact that Bronson lost, but he came back up. Like, he's like, it was nothing. And you may beat me, but I'll get you to Seth. That's what Bronson has that look, saying he's not done with Seth. That. Oh yeah, I should also mention VOD. Like, once this is gonna be on the VOD channel. Hi, we're talking about Crown Jewel that happened. Like November 2nd, I think. Yeah, today's the 4th. So yeah, it happened the 2nd. It happened 2 days ago. Okay, next, Liv Morgan versus Nia Jax. We're skipping that. That was the worst match in that event. Next up, Brandy versus Kevin. The match didn't happen, but they did fought. It was like all out broke out. The match was canceled. They said, "Okay, you guys are doing bad. You guys are just like, you guys are not, you know, we're here to take control, okay? We need you guys to, you know, stay in the corner, and then I'll ring the bell, then you guys can fight." Kevin said, "No, guess not, bruv." Then Randy just beat up Kevin, and then the general managers of Raw and SmackDown came in. Well, I think it should have been Nick Adams. because he's the general manager. He's their boss, not Adam Pearce. I don't know why Adam Pearce is like. Adam Pearce is like, what are you doing, Randy? You're not supposed to stop it. Stop it. You made the match is canceled now. The match is canceled, and then Randy just RKO'd him, and I was like, and Nick said, oh, well, he had it coming. I mean, they're not like he's not the boss of them. I'm the boss, but yeah, I think it's out of my control. I am going to leave, and the official staff and security and other staff and more security and more reps, you guys will take care of it. Okay, bye bye. And then it all ended up with Kevin going, ah. He flew through the table. He frog splashed on Randy through a table, and that was awesome. And well, with that, we now get to the triple threat match: Andrade versus Carmella versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. The match was short, but it was good. They really said they taking those few minutes and they're making a banger. We're gonna say, okay, that's how much time we got left. That's enough for us to make it a banger. So yeah, just like Seth and Bronson, that match definitely is probably the highlight of the night. And lastly, the main event: Cody Rhodes versus Gunther. And I will admit, the ending was kind of a shocker. Gunther got pinned again. Like, I never thought of that. Gunther took another loss, a pinfall loss. Like, Gunther lost well, he lost the Royal Rumble, and then he lost at WrestleMania, then he lost just a few nights ago, and now he lost at Crown Jewel. The Royal Rumble, like, here's the thing: Gunther got pinned twice, and Gunther, if you get pinned, like if you see Gunther pinned, it's like seeing the eclipse, the solar eclipse. That is basically how it is. Like, you hear me? Like, it's like the next time you see Gunther get pinned, you're probably married, you probably had children and all that, or you have grandkids. Imagine that. Imagine that. The match between Cody and Gunther, I will say, is good. There are just a few things I wish, it could be a little better, but it's not like the opening match. Like I said, both are good. Could have done better, but it's like just missing a little bit, and then I'm like, oh, okay, that would be the match of the night. But I still love it. So like ranking, if I had to say Gunther and Cody Rhodes would be tied, I guess like with the Fatal 4-Way Women's Tag match. But yeah, that's kind of basically everything that happened in Crown Jewel. And I know tonight, well, it's Monday, so basically Monday Night Raw, it's gonna be pre-recorded. It's pre-taped because they're not gonna be live. They're in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. I know I pronounce Saudi Arabia like that. That's how I pronounce it. From what I heard, well, actually, it's crazy because the tapings for, well, then again, they're in another country, so no surprise. Like, those matches are like won't be spoiled, but like SmackDown spoiler, but like last SmackDown there was so much spoiler because that one was pre-taped as well. And I was kind of like upset because like that one's like so much tape. They immediately spoil it anyway. But yeah, that's kind of basically it on Crown Jewel. And now, with that out of the way, It's time to begin! Turnabout Ablaze. Let's start. Two cards. One of the Black Raven. The one of the White Raven. A country torn in two. One to the west and one to the east. When those which were split are made whole again, the truth will reveal itself. The Yellow Galaxy! The Yellow Galaxy's here! Red. Oh! You accursed Yalagasu! Hey! You! 8 hours earlier? Well, we don't know who the victim is, but we do know that, it's a fire. Pi Day, 10:17 a.m. Aw, it would have been better if it was it was March 14th, 3:14 p.m. It would be like Pi Day, Pi time. High Prosecutor's Office, room 1202. So nice. Almost dreamlike to finally have the chance to relax and sip some tea. Especially after what a whirlwind the past few days have been. On my return flight, I was dragged into a case involving an Interpol agent's murder. Episode 2. The next day I investigated a kidnapping and a murder at Gate Waterland theme park. Episode 3. And later that night, a detective's dead body welcomed me back to my office. Episode 1. This episode takes place after 1. Along with a thief who was out to pilfer files related to a case from 10 years ago. How did I manage to find myself in the middle of so many cases back to back? Well, at least I have today. All I ask is that I be allowed to spend it quietly. Mr. Antwerp! This is big, I tell you. Hey, what's wrong with you? Where's your enthusiasm? And suddenly the phrase, the fragility of dreams, come to mind. What are you talking about? Fragile dreams? Come on, let's go! The Yalagarasu isn't going to find herself, you know. Well, if you must know, it's possible that I was paid a visit last night by your fake. Say what? Unfortunately for us, the thief managed to escape. But even now, we're still looking for this criminal. However, I must warn you that we've only had a few hours to search so far. So I must insist that you be patient on this one, Kay. What's with you today? Are you sure you aren't sleep-talking to me right now? Anyway, I got something much more important that I want you to see. Oh, and that is? Take a look at this. On March 14th, I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret. That's quite a bold declaration to send to an embassy. I suppose it was inevitable that a newspaper would catch wind of this. The date the card mentioned is today. Today, huh? Come on, we gotta hurry! The embassy waits! I suppose it is quite an urgent matter. Howard, do you know which country embassy we should be investigating?
Well, it's really some really special country, and I'm actually really fuzzy on the details. Never mind that. It's all your energy. Why are you so lackluster? Lackadazzle. Oh, what is this word? Lackadaisical today.
I'm not, Kate. You're just too wound up.
Well, then you should go get too wound up too. Because it just might be our chance to catch that woman.
You mean Miss Yu? The woman who killed Kate's father, Brian Faraday, 7 years ago. And that other stranger we don't know. Oh, and the gun. Callisto Yu. She claimed to be the great thief Yatagarasu, and then disappeared from the courtroom.
Ah! She makes me so mad, that phony. Everyone knows that the real Yatagarasu would never send something like a calling card until a company's underhanded dealings are made public. The target is always totally unaware that the Yatagarasu has paid them a visit. That what makes the real Yatagarasu so awesome.
The Yanagatsu's card that's shown in this article. It looks to me as though it could be genuine.
See? That's the thing. Whoever it is, that person isn't the real deal, but it has knowledge of the Yanagarasu. If this isn't a clue that a woman's involved, then nothing is. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth! Out the door you go!
Wait, there are a few preparations I must make before we go. There's something interesting about this card we found last night here in my office. It's of a different color than the one in the article, which makes me wonder why.
What's up? Any reason why you're boring a hole through the newspaper with your eyes?
No reason at all. Very well. Seeing as how Miss Yu is also somewhat of a special nature to me, I agree there is some merit to be found in investigating this.
I knew you'd come around.
Okay, I'll be right back, cause it'll just take a quick second, cause hold on. It is cold season, and which leads to dry season. It's cold and dry. The air is cold and dry, basically, to summarize it. And yeah, I had to get like a new chopstick. I used up the last one. Anyway. we are ready.
Ready to embark on our nightly outing.
And this is where our tale begins.
Oh, the Steel Samurai has a child.
What a coincidence. Wait, let's... By the light of this night's glorious moon, we are ready.
Ready to embark on our nightly outing.
And this is where our tale begins. What a coincidence. Who would have thought that a Steel Samurai stage show would ever be held at such an elegant theater inside a foreign embassy?
Yeah, the climax was really awesome. Steel Samurai, Suki Slash. I got chilled down my spine when he pulled that move out.
I suppose it really is more impactful to watch a show in person than on television.
I have to say though, this embassy is set up kind of funny. I mean, they have two countries sharing the same building.
Well, as you said yourself, this place and the countries it houses are very special. Even this theater is special in that it is a neutral zone shared by the two countries.
So let me get this straight. The Steel Samurai show is just now being sponsored by one of the two countries? The one that's called the Kingdom of Alabast, right?
Yes, it would appear that the Steel Samurai is very popular in that country as well.
Seems that way. But you know who I'm really into? The Jammy Ninja. The Republic of Babel is sponsoring a Jammy Ninja stage show. That's something for fangirls like me. We totally gotta see that too, Miss Edgeworth. The Jammy Ninja show is gonna kick the Steel Samurai show's rear end.
You know, ever since I first met this girl, I've always had a inkling that what she really wants to be is not a thief, but rather a ninja.
So anyway, about today's event, what's it called again?
A Kingdom of Alabast versus the Republic of Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The small European countries of the Kingdom of Alabast and the Republic of Babel. These two countries used to be a single entity that was abundant with nature. It was called the Principality of Codopia.
Is everything alright, Miss Edgeworth?
Yes, I'm alright. Moving on. After a period of civil unrest, the country split in two, though signs of their past remain. For example, the flags preserve the flower and the butterfly motifs to this day. Codopia, huh? The KGA incident, and what was referred to as the second KGA incident, in which an embassy staff member was murdered. Both of these cases relate to the Principality of Codopia. In the 7 years that have passed, the country may have split in two. However, the Yatagats still sent a calling card here. What could it all mean?
Mr. Edgeworth, I know you're thinking about something.
Oh, excuse me. What were we talking about again?
If you could please stop spacing out on me. Anyway, we're talking about the Alabast versus Babel Goodwill Jubilee. The two countries had a pretty bad relationship with each other. But supposedly, they've been trying really hard to make up recently. That's why they decided to hold this event.
If that's the case, then why the verses?
Also, both countries claim to own the real Prima Duck statue, a national treasure to both. They're planning to have them publicly evaluate today, see which one's the real deal.
Okay, need to remind you to take care and not succumb to your thieving desires.
Well, when it comes to treasure, I can't help myself, you know that?
She had better be saying that in a jest.
Hey! I can read your body language, you know. And you got it all wrong. Look, I'm here to do some investigating. Investigating, I tell you.
I know. And although we don't know if the Yatagarasu will really make an appearance, I suppose we should still spend some time examining this place. Alright. Young girl purporting to be the second Yatagarasu. She's on the trail for her father's killer. Ryan Faraday, deceased. An admirable prosecutor and father of Kay. He was killed 7 years ago by Castilla Yu. Killed Kay's father 7 years ago, claimed to be Yatagarasu, and then made her escape. There's a very festive atmosphere in here.
Yep, super festive. I'm really happy for the Kingdom of Albus and the Republic of Babel. I think. It's great that they have re-established diplomatic relations. The newspaper said that it's almost like they're Codopia once again.
Perhaps we are bearing to witness an historical moment in time.
Hey, look! They're selling some commemorative merchandise to celebrate this event. Founders Codopia biscuits, and over here, they're selling Royal Codopia biscuits.
It would seem that they have yet to reconcile their competitive spirits.
Okay, we can't present her anything.
Let's go left and right. Is there something I can help you with? I was wondering what is beyond these doors. It's the Albius Embassy. Now, unless you have some business with the embassy, I suppose I can't really have claim to have any business with the embassy right now.
Oh, don't you have to be so rude about it, Mr. Guard?
10 more minutes. No, in 5 more minutes. But isn't it really bad for me to spend time doing this? It's no use. Someone please just tell me what I should do. You appear to be troubled by something. May I be of any assistance? Leave me alone. I'm trying to figure out just the right time to talk to that girl over there. And if I mess up, it'll be because I'm talking to you right now.
Somehow I get the feeling he's about to fall flat on his face.
Well, let's just do as he wishes and leave him alone.
You know, I've seen a lot of these shows in a bunch of other places. But today's show was like went for a complete comedy, you know what I mean? Yeah. And that last move, the Steel Samurai Sushi Slide, I couldn't help but laugh at it. I know, right? And then Pinky Princess movements, it was really stiff. And in the middle of the show, I can swear that I heard hips crack. Oh, I know, I totally thought it too. The Pinky Princess has a bad hip. Seriously. Just what were they thinking, you know?
I suppose there's no graceful way to enter this conversation. There are pamphlets about the 2 embassies here on this table.
It still looks weird to me.
The country split into 2 a few years back. And they share the building and its grounds 50-50 ever since.
Oh, I guess it's because they don't have the money to build the 2 separate ones, huh?
I should think that's not the reason why, Kay. I suppose I'll just help myself to one of these. Embassy guide. What's with the hubbub?
Hey, look! It's a Steel Samurai! And he's got his son, the Iron Infant, with him. He does have a child. Oh, they have a family.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Out of my way, fools! I'm a fan. May I speak with you for a second? The Steel Samurai!
Mr. Andrew, what are you glaring at him for?
Please, excuse me. It's just that I've never seen a superhero up close before.
It looks like he's written something down for you.
To Edriff from Steel Samurai. Father, married man of Neo Old Tokyo.
Wow, an autograph. Pretty cool that you got one, huh, Miss Edgeworth?
Autograph a sketch of his face and weapon, Steel Samurai. Mr. Steel Samurai, Ambassador Alba is waiting for you.
And now the Steel Samurai will proceed to enter the Kingdom of Alabas to shake the hands of the Ambassador. The Steel Samurai isn't only here for the two countries tonight, but rather can be thought as a goodwill ambassador for our very own country as well. There he goes, off to spread goodwill to the world.
He really does seem like a goodwill ambassador, doesn't he? Okay, we're shooting the next segment now. Cue camera.
In just a few seconds, the Jammy Ninja stage show is set to begin. After the show, the Jammy Ninja will enter the Republic of Babel. He's set to meet with the ambassador of Babel, Babel, at that time. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, the Jammy Ninja show's about to start! We gotta get back to our seats!
Regrettably, I don't have much of an interest in ninjas.
Well, this show will change your mind. Come on, we have to hurry. If you miss a second of the Jammy Ninja's awesome playing, I'll never forgive you.
I suppose you're not about to give me much of a choice here, are you, Kay?
Oh. I could just listen to a ninja Mark Burdeff's lullaby song all day. His superb playing and that sad melody really brought a tear to my eye. And his heart-wrenching voice. Now that's the Jammy Ninja's greatest weapon. Those pieces of Jammy Ninja merchandise over there. I've gotta have them. I especially want the hair sticks that they're selling exclusively at these shows.
I'm sorry for my lines.
They're exactly the ones the hero, or the hero, Princess Missola wears in her hair.
Anyway,
hold it right there, Mr. Edgeworth.
yes?
You're thinking of going home, aren't you?
Well, it doesn't seem likely that the Yatagasu will be making an appearance tonight. Most likely it was simply a prank.
No way! I just know the Yatagasu will show!
I thought you said that the Yatagasu doesn't send calling cards.
Yeah, I did, but...
I figured from the very beginning that this would wind up being a wild goose chase.
But that card she sent was a genuine fake calling card.
A genuine fake?
Well, how can I word this? The Yatagasu's mark that's on the calling card is exactly the same as my mark. Get it now?
We got a problem! The Yatagasu has been spotted in Alabas!
What? You hear that, Mr. Edgeworth? How you finally decided to show yourself, you phony? Hey, what gives?
I'm sorry, but I will need to search you before you may enter.
Hey! The Steel Samurai just walks straight on the through without one. Now, if you don't hurry up and let me through, my phony's going to escape.
Okay, our country's embassy is considered to be part of the country itself. If you don't go through the proper procedures to enter the country...
Mr. Edgeworth! I'm going to enter the Babel and climb over the wall into Alabas.
Hold it!
Would you... You would tell a prosecutor straight out that you would intend to illegally enter another... Okay, are you even listening to me?
Kay Faraday, I'm coming through!
Yes, and welcome. Someone stop her! Anyone! Ah, boy. Pi Day. Aww. It's not 3:14 has passed. Oh my gosh, what's with that? What's with the sound of fire? Silence.
March 14th, 6:12 p.m. Open air stage.
There we go. Damn, that fire is just Where are you? Don't tell me you really did find some way over this fence. Fire! This is too big for us to handle! Looks like the Yanagasu came to Baba too! You accursed Yanagasu! Kay! You had better be alright! Wherever you are! Uh-oh.
I told you it wasn't me!
Hold it!
Kay, are you alright?
Do I look alright to you? Now can you do something about this woman?
Mr. Edgeworth! Detective Gumshoe, what is the meaning of this? Well, sir, it's, this. He's...
Oh! Well, he's done. He's done. He's sleeping eternally. It wasn't me. He was already dead when I ran in here, hot on the heels of the fake Yanagasu. Look, I only came here because I saw a suspicious person at the open air stage.
a suspicious person?
A long black coat and a hood over their head. I dare you to tell me that's not suspicious. When I saw that person, I immediately thought that they might be the fake Yaragasu. So I chased after them into the embassy and then into here, and then lost sight of them. I just know that person's the one who did it. What are you so worked up over? There is no reason for you to be this loud.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but are you Agent Lang's secretary? Sheena, I believe your name is, correct? If you are making an arrest, I assume that you have evidence that it was Kay who committed this crime. Is that also correct? You refuse to answer?
I don't need to answer. Wait, I just want to be double checked.
Lang's trusty secretary. Level-headed, she supports him in his investigations. And Gumshoe.
You are merely a prosecutor in this country, meaning you have no investigative authority.
Hey, pal! Just what the heck does what you just said mean? If that happens here, it's under Mr. Edgeworth's jurisdiction. Jurisdiction in the end. And seeing how this building is sitting on our soil, we can investigate here whenever we like. Unfortunately, Detective, embassies are a different matter. Huh? This office is considered to be part of the Republic of Babel, which means that anything that happens in here defaults to the control of the Babelese government and Babelese law, giving them exclusive, extraterritorial rights. Extraterrestrial rights? Extraterritorial rights. Sir, do you really believe that the truth is out there? Extraterrestrial rights. Basically, our country laws do not apply inside the embassy of another country. That's what we agreed on to by our respective governments. Our authorities to investigate was effectively nullified the second we entered this place, which means we can do little here in this situation. No, wait, sir!
Please leave this matter to the Interpol's hands and go home.
Mr. Edgeworth!
Hey, Hey, you're not Mr. Edgeworth! In that case, allow me to enjoy your investigation?
Miss Von Karma! Ugh.
Ouch. Ambassador Palino, I truly appreciate you allowing me to join this investigation. It's really nothing. It's really nothing. Manny was my secretary, so of course I wanted to help you as much as I can. In fact, it is a blessing that Interpol agents were able to make it so quickly. Francisca. Well, I never imagined that I'd meet you here of all places. This is the embassy, meaning that you have no authority to conduct.
Hold it!
Already? What is it?
Ambassador Palino. And you are? I'm Miles Edgeworth, public prosecutor. I ask that you please allow me to investigate this case as Miss Von Karma's assistant. Assistant?
Miles, what the heck you think you...
Please, I implore you, Ambassador Palino. Very well. I'll be counting on you two, Miss Von Karma and Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by you'll be Miss Von Karma's assistant? I don't exactly have a choice, do I, detective? If I don't become Francisca's assistant, I can't participate in this investigation.
There you go again. Running it at the mouth with that aloof expression on your face.
Francisca, please.
I don't know what you're planning quite yet. But at least I do know one thing, that you are now my subordinate. Just remember that my whip is always ready to wake you, should you have a brain lapse.
Of course. I'll keep that in mind.
If you're done playing games.
Right. Let's begin the investigation. Babali's embassy. Secretariat's office? By the way, detective, I suppose it's a bit late to be asking, but why are you here? Well, better late than never, I guess, sir. I was placed on guard duty for the Babali's embassy today. And why are our police guarding an embassy? Well, on account of the card they got from the Yatagasu. They called us up and asked for our help, sir. Oh, and because we've been searching for the Yatagasu these past 7 years. It was more or less mutually beneficial arrangement, if you ask me. Except for how mutually unbeneficial this has all turned out to be, I suppose. It looks like you failed to completely perform your guard duty yet again.
Hold on. Don't drop frame rate, so we're good.
Ah! My heart! Look forward to your next salary negotiation, although it is out of my hands. Sir, if it gets cuts anymore, I won't be able to buy instant news anymore. Oh gosh, that is bad.
Alright, let's look at what we got. To Mr. Edgeworth, Steel Samurai father. Married man in Tokyo? Married man of Neo Tokyo? Okay. President Von Karma, cooperating with Interpol on smuggling case. Colias Palenio, Ambassador of Babel. I really don't know how to pronounce that word. Who will do absolutely anything for his country's tourism industry. Oh. Alright. Let's talk about the murder.
While you're on guarding, did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I was on watch inside the embassy. Unfortunately, I didn't run into the Yatagasu, sir. But I did talk to an officer who was on duty near the border between the two embassies. He told me that not a single person crossed the boundary during the incident.
I see.
The investigations into the fire in the Yatagasu are a mess thanks to both events. I'm so confused, sir. Should I be putting the fire out or investigating? What do you think, sir?
Aren't you old enough to solve your own problems yet, Detective? I'd like an update on how the investigation is going.
Oh yeah, well, it's going, sir.
In other words, no one has any idea what happened here, correct?
Put it simply, yeah, you got it, sir. But we do know that something happened in this room, sir.
You need more of a pair of eyes can see what happened, Detective.
Uh-huh. Well, anyway, let's investigate every single nook and cranny in this room, sir. We have to get serious or Kay will end up getting arrested as a killer.
Yes, I'm already aware of that.
Oh,
In order to find out what really happened here in this room, we will need to gather whatever information we can. It's time to take a good look.
hey, it's your prosecutor's badge. This thing really is important, right? So what will happen if you lost it, sir?
Why are you asking me such an ominous question?
Well, because I lost my police badge before, sir. I just wanted to tell you to be careful, sir. Because writing the explanation section on those requisitions forms is really annoying.
I believe someone needs to listen to his own advice a bit more often. Oh. The Kingdom of Alabas still produced the very luxurious Utopian paper which is renowned for its extreme high quality. The Republic of Babel is the sole producer of Babelese ink, which is made from white crystals. It is also known to generously offer coupons. Each boat possesses a very set of 3 finely carved knives. Alright. Oh yeah, Manny Kochin, the victim. Ambassador Paleno's secretary, and secretary apparently was a good man. Apparently. Maybe, who knows? This is not evidence.
I don't really sense anything special about it. The embassy is a different story.
I see.
I'm not really sensing anything special from you either, sir.
Well, I'm sensing a special look at your monthly salary, Detective. Aww, not the Steel Samurai. Alright, that's it for Gumshoe. Let's... Okay, we got that. Let's talk to the people first, so let's talk to you. I can't believe that Manny fell among thieves tonight. Without him, I have no idea what my schedule for tonight is. Ambassador Paleno. I believe your schedule tonight will consist of listening to reports from the police. That and only that. I ask you to cooperate not only for your own sake, but for Mr. Kochin's as well. You're a rather strong man, aren't you? How fascinating! Here, I know it isn't much, but I'd like you to have these. I'm sorry, but it would be against my principles to accept a bride. Oh, no. These are simply coupons we distribute to promote Babel. Remember, we offer a large number of discounts and offers when you visit lovely Babel. Wait, is it? Yeah, oh yeah, that's true. Now I remember, the Republic of Babel is known for its feverish tourism industry. Oh, is that the prosecutor's badge? It's a very cool design. Ha! I know! We should start selling items like this as souvenirs in Babel. The tourists will absolutely go nuts over them. Please don't compare a proud symbol of my profession as a cheap souvenir. Oh, isn't it about the great embassy? Oh, how do you like our pamphlets? I feel indifferent about them, to be honest. I'm just using this as evidence. Oh, that's too bad. In that case, I guess we'll just have to try harder to make more shiny ones. I just have a blast of inspiration! We should make all of our pamphlets into coupon books. His expectations of what a coupon can do is just a tad hyper-inflated. Ambassador Palino, I wonder if you might have some thoughts on this. I think that you will know more about the case than I. So let me make it up for you not to know anything about that with these coupons. Thank you, however, I feel I must decline. Alright. I was wondering if you might tell me a bit about the deceased, Manny Cochin. He was my secretary, and the embassy secretaries charged with running the whole place. He was an honorable man. His death is a great loss to our country. He was in charge of everything, accounting, printing, taking care of our natural treasures. I'm sorry, but did you say printing? Our country's primary source of revenue is our tourism industry. So in order for us to print the necessary pamphlets, flyers, coupons, etc., we have a printing press here at our embassy. I see. Please excuse my foreignness, however. I feel I should mention that I have a distinct impression that I've met him before. Oh yes. Since you are of the legal profession, I suppose you just might have. After all, Manny was involved in the KGA incident. Wait, the KGA incident? Andrew, you already know he was involved in the KGA incident. The defendant who was found innocent in that case was Manny. So you're Mr. Cochin. So your Mr. Cochin is the same man as the one in that case. It's been 10 years. Manny recovered professionally from that case and dove enthusiastically into this job. He was the one who planned this event and was overseeing to this embassy's renovations. It really is a shame he has such a bright future ahead of him. What exactly do you mean earlier by renovations? We can't have tourists and visitors to our embassy think we're a poor nation, can we? So renovating the embassy is something of an investment. We may have had a paltry budget, but we're trying our best to make do. However, I guess the only person who could have helped us to do our best is now no longer with us. Okay. Miles Edgeworth. What is it? I'm thirsty. No, really, I'm thirsty. I just added that line.
Let me tell you something. You are currently my subordinate. And if you wish to convince everyone else that you will speak to me with respect.
What's with the kitty glint in her eyes? I don't think that would really be necessary, Francisco.
Oh, really? Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change the fact that you are still under me.
I thought Francisco was flying around the world in pursuit of the smuggling case. So then why is she here at this embassy? Ooh, why is she here when she's supposed to be overseas in pursuit of a smuggling ring?
My badge is shiny. How about your prosecutor's badge? I have one too, you know.
Yes, so you do. But seeing as I'm not currently a proper prosecutor, I thought I'd give presenting it a try.
Is that any way for you to act towards your superior?
Ms. Von Karma, what do you think of this piece of evidence?
Well, since you act so nicely, as my subordinate, I'll answer for you. However, as your superior, I also must make sure that my subordinates grow on the job. Therefore, please gather your own thoughts together first, and then I try presenting it again.
Oh, there we go. A symbol I don't have any thoughts about that will suffice. Okay, she doesn't know. Alright, the murder. I was investigating at the Alabastian embassy when I got wind of this mess. Oh, that's right. The Yanagase was due to appear at the embassy as well.
Yes, but the difference is that we didn't have a fire over there. Although there was an incident at the Alabastian embassy as well. But I left Agent Lang in charge of that case and came over to the Babalese embassy.
Ah, so Agent Lang is here as well, huh?
I see you met. Well, he is in the Alabastian... Wait,
How did I forget to pronounce it?
Alabastian embassy acting as a bodyguard for Ambassador Alba. However, he seems to have a different reason for being there. So the suspect in the murder that occurred in this office is that little girl I see. Isn't she perhaps trying to be the Yatagarasu?
Kay will never harm a soul, ma'am.
Kay?
You remember, do you not? About the case we investigated together 7 years ago. That girl is the daughter of the victim in that case, Mr. Faraday.
So she's that feisty little girl.
Kay has been on the trial of the Yanagarasu, which is how she ended up here. Looking for the one who took her father's life.
I see.
Kay's trying so hard, but you know what? The Yanagase just keeps on tricking us all.
How so?
The Yanagase sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret."
A card warned that the Yanagarasu will steal the embassy's dirtiest secret.
But all we have is an arson and a murder. The lab boys are going in circles. You know what this is, sir? Sir and ma'am? It's a breach of contract, and it's going to the rep sheet.
If you ask me, I'm perfectly fine with the fact that nothing was stolen tonight.
I do wonder though, if Callisto Yu really is the Yanagarasu.
Wait, what? But we presented everything, I guess not?
I guess we have more stuff to present.
Okay, are you alright? You believe me, don't you, Mr. Edriff? I don't... You think... You don't think I did it, right?
Yes, of course, I don't. And I promise to prove that it wasn't you.
That's enough chit-chat. You can investigate all you like, but it's only a matter of time before we take her in. It'll be wise of you to give up while you can.
No, I don't think so. Kay is in line. My investigation will prove that to be true.
Go ahead and try then, if you're that confident.
I can't allow this to continue on this way. I must prove her innocence post-haste. Sorry, but Interpol is still conducting its investigation beyond this point. I'm a subordinate, Miss Von Karma. Is there some reason why I'm being denied access? My superior clearly say, don't you dare let anyone near the site. You got it? If I let you examine the site, my superior will get really angry at me.
You know, Miss Edriff, I really feel bad for the guy. So why don't we do as he says?
Yes, I suppose we might as well. That's some fireplace.
That's a fireplace. You know, it really gives this place a mansion-like quality, don't you think, sir?
I forgot to mention we're now starting the investigation. We talked to everyone, so now let's get to investigating.
Ooh, if these are staples in every Bubbly's house, then I bet Santa Claus paid them a visit too.
Just how old are you again, Detective?
Shh! Edriff, we're live.
Kids must be watching my streams, which I'm surprised they are because I did play Yakuza 0. So our victim was the secretariat of this embassy, I take it?
Many Kochan, I heard that he was an admirable person. Very admirable.
The cause of death is a stab on the base of his neck. It was lax in watching his back.
We were fortunate that the fire missed our victim's body for the most part. If the fire had burned a bit longer, it would have made identifying him a hassle.
So Mr. Kochan was stabbed to death in the middle of a raging fire. What in the world happened inside this room?
Cause of death, single stab to the base of the neck. The body wasn't badly burnt by the fire.
One rest until suspect. Heavy suspicious.
Okay.
Let's... There appears to be something in his pocket. We know what this is. This key. It can't be. Isn't this the Yanagasu's key that was stolen 7 years ago? What? But that's... 7 years ago? You mean the case where I was framed, sir? Yes. It was a piece of evidence that stole the life of Kate's father 7 years ago. Which was then stolen by Callisto Yu. What? Mr. Faraday was killed with this key, sir! I thought he was killed with a knife! Ow!
Scruffy, at the very least try to remember the details of crimes you were a suspect in.
Francisca, as you will recall, Detective Gumshoe was not present when Miss Yu made her escape. Plus, even among law enforcement, only a few knew of this key's existence. I know that our new rookie at the time would be made privy to such knowledge. Oh, I feel like the victim right now. All tapped on, sir. I suppose I'll just have to fill you in now. The secret to this key is... Give me a second, I'm thirsty. Again. I don't know why. I guess because I haven't played a visual novel game that requires lots of talking for a while. Never would have thought like because playing Yakuza 0 would get my voice to be parched. Huh? What? Oh! No, that wasn't slow motion. That's amazing, sir! It's like some kind of magic trick! Yanagasu's key. Stolen this from the embassy 7 years ago. It's also a knife. I knew it. This is the same exact piece of evidence as Miss Yu took with her. I remember this beautiful pattern in the blade.
I remember this as well. It's a vine motif, isn't it?
Yes, it looks like two interwoven vines crisscrossing down the blade. Vines? Ma'am? Sir? Vines, boss? I think it looks like a bunch of stars, if you ask me. It's one of those six-sided stars, just like the police marks on our RDs. I really don't think you can call these stars. To say that the detective's art sense is underdeveloped would be an understatement.
The real question is why the Bali's embassy's secretariat holding this.
While we don't know how Mr. Kojin came to process this key, we do know that this was stolen by the Yanagasu from the Kodobian embassy.
That's right, Mr. Faraday had written that fact down in his organizer.
I believe this means...
Sorry, my dog was there. Go along. Go along. Hi.
Anyway. Oh yeah. I believe this means that the further research is required into the country of Codopia.
Why don't you ask Ambassador Paleno about what he knows? Supposedly he was candidate to be the next Codopian ambassador once long ago. He should be able to answer any specific questions you may have.
Key mode!
Yeah!
We discovered this trick 7 years ago, and with it we're able to corner Miss Yu. But who would have thought that I see this key again after all this time? Can I switch it? Ah! I want to switch it back to knife mode! Okay. Benny Kochin. I've seen him before. He was a suspect in the KGA incident. I saw him talking with the elder sister of the victim of that case, Miss Castillo Yu. I wonder if there's a connection between his murder and the KGA incident. Oh. Alright. It's a knife wound.
It's obvious that what he was killed with, but I wonder if it's consistent with the wound.
Indeed. Alright, no burn marks. Alright, this is it. Is this knife a murder weapon?
Some preliminary testing has been conducted. According to the results, the blood on that matches the victim's blood. The blade's shape was also found to be consistent with the stab wound.
I suppose this means that we now know that the crime was committed with this knife.
This knife's got some really fancy ornamentation going on, huh, sir? This thing practically screams artsy at me too. Although, it's also covered in blood, just like the last thing I said was artsy.
The handle is pristine. There's not a single drop of blood on it. Speaking of the handle, I believe it has a butterfly motif. It's very beautiful.
Wait a minute. I believe it has a butterfly motif. A butterfly shape guarded a thorn to the handle of the murder weapon. Covered in victim's blood, the blade matches the wound. Butterfly motif is noteworthy. If I'm correct. Yes, the butterfly of Babel. So what took Mr. Kochin's life? Some of his blood is still on the blade.
Wow, I've been a detective for 7 years already. I've seen a lot of weapons in my days. The knives I were used to kill are always the hardest for me to bear.
Yes, unlike guns, this is one weapon where you're likely to find the victim's blood on it.
Yeah, just like how this one's practically drenching it, huh, sir?
Despite that, it looks like the blood managed to miss the handle somehow.
Wait.
There's a lot of skill detailing on this handle. I believe this is a butterfly.
This is one amazing ornamental knife. And I'm really glad that his beautiful butterfly wasn't ruined by blood.
There's not even a single drop of blood on it. Really is quite exquisite. So much so that you can even understand its beauty, detective.
Hey, why do you always have to look down on my taste, sir? I know what I like. And this is really well crafted.
Why do I look down on his taste? Because, my dear detective, I'm afraid your tastes are usually quite questionable. This knife. It would appear that the handle is removable.
I guess so people can change them whenever they feel like it. Sounds like fun, sir.
I don't think people will remove the handle just for fun, detective. Interesting. Small personal safe.
This was Mr. Kochin's office. So perhaps he stored his most important documents in here.
Of course. It's locked. It appears we won't be able to open it without the key.
Can't be opened without the key.
Let's show Gumshoe.
No. Okay. No.
Oh, no. We already showed him that. We showed him that already. The knife.
So this is the Argos's key, huh? It's a really nifty trick they built into it. Can't stop playing with it. This is great. It's like one of those transforming toys, sir.
Evidence is not meant to be entertained, Detective.
Okay. Not that.
Alright. Ceiling fan must have fallen from the ceiling.
A silly fan? What does one of those do?
Exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a fan that is installed on one's ceiling.
Well, if I have one of those in my room, I better go dizzy from staring at it as I sleep.
Detective Gumshoe, in the real world, we close our eyes when we sleep.
Hey! It's another butterfly!
I believe it's a symbol of the Republic of Babel. National symbols that adorns the national flag. Alabaster's flower is its counterpart. Drawing this big on the wall of an embassy, it definitely conveys a sense of overwhelming patriotism.
Well, I've got a lot of patriotism too, sir. The reason I became a cop in the first place was because I wanted to protect that country.
You may want to, Detective. However, I have yet to see the fruits of your desire.
You don't have to be so blunt about it, sir.
Oh gosh. This statue. Because of this national treasure, can I ask you that please not to touch it? I'm afraid the only ones allowed to touch it are myself and the secretariat.
Hold it!
There is a possibility that is related to the murder, wouldn't you agree?
Hey, Miss Ezra, why don't we give it up for now? We can't force him to let us investigate it later when we find some solid proof.
I suppose I don't have a choice here. This must be one of the prima duck statue Kay was talking about earlier. It's just me, does this man look like the Steel Samurai? They could be twins. Both countries claim to own the real one. National treasure. Only ambassador and secretariat can touch.
Miss Edward, there's still something on this display rack, sir.
Knives, huh? Although the blades are all that remain of them, unfortunately.
I guess that the handles all got burnt off by the fire.
Oh, so even the knives fell victim to the fire. Ambassador Paleno, are these knives yours? Why, yes they are. They're a special set of ornamental knives featuring the national symbol of Babel. These butterfly themed knives, along with Alabaster's own set of knives, are comprised of 3 knives each. But I can't believe the Babelese ones have been reduced to this state. Ornamental knives, huh? It's a small release on the tang of this blade. Ambassador Paleno, what is this notch here for? Oh, that! It's a feature of these knives wherein you can freely exchange the handles on them, so that we can change how they look to fit the situation, of course. I see, so these knives were constructed so that the handles could be easily removed. These shelves are lined with American souvenirs and memorabilia.
It's really strange, isn't it? I mean, I thought this was a Babelese embassy.
So, why are there so many American souvenirs, sir?
Perhaps the Bubblies are studying American culture and our tourism industry. The bear and the fish. Oh, like Mr. Grizz. Mr. Grizz is gone. The eagle. The needle in Seattle. The Statue of Liberty. Whatever book that is up there. Wait a minute. That statue on the left. And that giant thing from St. Louis, Missouri. They have plans to make Bobbly's tourism industry truly flourish. And they will need to observe and study other countries' methods, I suppose.
Speaking of tourism, I got these from a blonde guy earlier, sir. He said that if I bring these with me to Bubble, I could trade them in for a few buffets.
Oh, so how do you expect to travel to Bubble? Well, the whole world is connected by the oceans.
Well, the whole world is connected by the ocean, sir. And for all you can eat buffet, I swim all the way to Bubble if I had to.
Can a few simple coupons really motivate people to do such fantastic things? Like this was once magnificent grandfather clock that has fallen victim to the fire.
Hey, Miss Edgeworth, is it okay for me to talk about the clocks on my house, sir?
If they're unrelated to the case, I hope that you will refrain from sharing, but...
Well, there's this one clock that I really made myself, but the timer on it manages to auto...
That's quite a knock, detective. I think that is it. Alright, Gumshoe! Oh, the crime scene. We also got that. Alright, let's look at this. He doesn't know.
It looks like all that's left is a bunch of burned stuff. Well, I guess we've all got the info we need now, huh, sir?
Yes, it appears so.
You know, after all is said and done, I still have no idea what's going on. Nope, not a clue, sir. I just clearly can't figure it out.
Said the Gumshoe. It's nothing to get so worked up over.
Oh, you mean I should use that thing, right? Defunction. No, that's not it. Projection. No, it's not that either. I think it sounded like... Oh, I've got it! Lock it!
It's logic, detective. Logic. Now that I've collected some information, next step is to connect a few of them together to see if I can make sense of this mess. The statue resembles the hero, the Steel Samurai, don't you think? I was thinking, what would you say to changing its name to the Steel Samurai statue? It just may attract a few more tourists in the country if I did, right? I'm not sure what to think. I thought that thing was a national treasure. Oh dear. If we were to find out that a murder occurred at our embassy, the number of tourists would plummet. As our revenues, it would be a disaster. What are we going to do? It really does seem worrying. Perhaps I should refrain from bringing this up. No coupon. Ambassador Paulina, I was wondering if I may ask you about Codopia. Codopia? Alright, what would you like to talk about? First, I'd like to ask you about this key. What about this key? I found it sticking out of Mr. Cochin's pocket. I believe it originally belonged to his embassy. Is that correct? Upon close inspection, it seems that this key is shaped like a butterfly. That's not all about this key. It's also capable of changing into a knife. Oh! How fascinating! Is it possible that the ambassador didn't know about the existence of this key? In its knife form, there are flower marks at the base of the blade. I guess this knife might be from when we used to be a part of Codopia. And how did you come to
that conclusion. It has both the Kodopian national symbols, the butterfly and the flower. I suppose many used this key here as an embassy back when we were still in Kodopia. This key was stolen from the Kodopia embassy 7 years ago by the Yatagarasu. Ambassador Paleno, this key was stolen from Kodopia embassy 7 years ago by Kalisio Yu, otherwise known as the Great Thief Yatagarasu. Oh, really? You were not aware that Miss Yu had broken into this embassy at that time? I'm sorry, but I can't be of much help. I'm not very familiar with the details, you see. I only became the ambassador after Babel became its own independent nation. But if Benny was still alive, he would probably know about what happened back then. Sakocha and Miss Yu knew each other 7 years ago. But that doesn't explain why I found the Yatagarasu's key here in the present. Okay, with that, let's talk to Francisco. It appears that he died of a stab wound. Huh. Whoever did this have a lot of nerves. I just can't fathom what could lead the killer to turn a knife against a man. And I just can't fathom what the prosecutor lashing out with her whip is thinking. Would you mind not pointing that in my direction? It's dangerous. And anyway, why are you showing it to me? I have no particular reason. Ah! If you have no reason, don't you bring that dangerous object near me. Do you understand? Is she really oblivious to the irony in that statement? She lets loose that dangerous whip of hers in no reason at all times. Would you mind not pointing at the— oh. Ah, again! Ah, I got one twice on the knife. Wait, then why is she— okay, well, I guess we have, let's double check. Let's double check. Nope. Nope, that's it. Alright. Okay, let's begin. Hold on, maybe. Did that mic just pick up my neck crack? I feel like it did. Launch dive! Oh, we got a lot. Locked safe, can't be opened without the key. Butterfly shaped murder weapon. Francisco returns, stealing this part. Let's try to connect these together. Yep. We know for the fact that the Yatagara's key was used at this embassy. Furthermore, we found it in the victim Mr. Kochan's pocket. Which leads me to think that perhaps it is the key to the personal safe in this office. Good thinking, sir! Let's go try it out! It appears I was correct. The key that was left to use to us in this victim's pocket slowly turned to be the key to the next piece of the truth. What do we have here? Hey, there's nothing inside! Do you think Yatagarasu made off with everything, sir? No, detective. I believe all we need is a closer look. It looks like such a serious safe, but there's nothing in scrap paper. There's nothing but scrap paper inside. Which reminds me, the safe in your office is just as empty. Mr. Edgeworth. It's merely a coincidence that both safes are empty, detective. Well, make that a triple coincidence, because my piggy bank at home is empty too. I don't think there's anything coincidental about that, detective. Oh, okay. What's this here? It looks like a ripped corner of a piece of paper, sir. No, I don't think it's ripped. It seems more like to me like it's stuck in the safe.
Hey, you're right. It won't budge an inch. Not even when I tug on it. But I don't think I ever seen paper stuck on the inside of a safe before.
Hold it!
Detective, I think you have it backwards. It's not the paper that's strange. It's the safe.
What do you mean?
What I meant is that the secret to this safe is that there's a crack down there. We gotta fill up the crack. Slide a cord in. That's a plumber. Anyway, it has 2 compartments. Even just eyeballing it, you can see that inside is a bit too shallow. Furthermore, with the unnatural way the paper is stuck on the back of the safe, I say that there is an extra bit of space behind the back wall of the safe. In other words, this safe has a second compartment.
What?
I suppose that you are correct in asserting that the paper is stuck in an unnatural manner. However, if what you say is correct and there is a second compartment, how do we go about opening the door to it then? As you can see, there's no other lock or keyhole in sight.
Actually, there is one more spot for the interest. There is one more spot of interest to me on this safe.
Oh?
Yes, and I believe this spot is the keyhole to our mystery second lock. Safe and its lock.
The safe and its lock. Alright then, since you are so sure of yourself, show me how you deduce your answer.
Hey, there's a hole in here, sir.
It's a little too early shape for a latch hole.
Wow, that's a funny shape for a latch hole, huh?
It's shaped kind of like a star.
Don't you think, sir?
Detective, it will hardly call that shape a star. Must be some reason for this hole.
Well, there's gotta be some reason why this hole's shaped so weirdly, you know?
Am I overthinking this? No, I don't think so.
Maybe I'm overthinking things. Nah, there's no way I could ever do that.
Detective Gumshoe, could you please be quiet for a second? You're frightening me.
Hear me out.
Eureka!
Doesn't the shape of this keyhole remind you of something, Francisca?
The shape. It does look very familiar. However, I believe it's simply a latch hole for the safe's lock mechanism. It's just for keeping the door shut, nothing more.
Hold it!
Is that so? The person who used the safe, Mr. Kochin, made sure the safe had 2 compartments in order to hide something. Do you honestly think someone like that will allow the keyhole to the hidden half? It looks so obviously like a keyhole that even the average person can figure it out.
You can't be serious. You saying that this hole is the keyhole to the hidden compartment for the safe of the safe?
That's precisely what I'm saying. And I'll prove it to you right now. The Yanagasu key is the key that will open it.
Objection!
Yeah, guys, this key? Mouse Edger! This had better be a very bad joke.
Sorry, but this is no joke. The Yanagasu's key is the very key that will open the second compartment of the safe.
We know that this key opens the first compartment of the safe, but the keyhole you're talking about is of an entirely different shape than that of a key.
Let's go over this again, shall we? The Yanagasu's key was originally made to open Mr. Kochin's safe in the Kodopian embassy. You confirm that as fact by opening the door to the safe with him. Now let's take a look at the back end of the key. Looking at the knife portion head on, what do you see?
When you talking,
It appears that you come to understand what I'm talking about. When viewed head on, the knife's blade is exact same shape as the keyhole. The real function of the knife portion is to act as a key to the hidden portion of the safe.
that's preposterous.
Because it looks like a knife and was used like one to kill Mr. Faraday 7 years ago, We fell under the misconception that it was always meant to be a knife. But for both the safe and its key to conceal such clever tricks, whatever is hidden inside its secret section must be an incredible importance. And it's even possible that what I've been searching for is inside? Scruffy! Hurry up and open that safe!
Yes, ma'am. Open it now, ma'am.
These items there.
It's a bunny-shaped things. I guess.
Carrying away! Now move, Scruffy!
I guess they're pieces of art, huh, sir? I didn't think I was in the way. I didn't think I was in the way.
These pieces of art. They're identical to the ones that have been stolen from the various countries around the world. I figured as much. These are the treasures this section of the safe was to hide from view. I believe a more thorough examination is required. These are pieces of stolen art from around the world.
I wonder how much they're worth, especially this one.
Scruffy! Don't touch those valuable pieces of art with your filthy hands. Yeah, we gotta be thorough. We gotta be thorough on this. Why? Do you have any idea what would happen to you if one of them were to break? Is it just me, or did she hit one of the pieces of art just now? Okay. To build a sword trick into one safe is really something.
Yeah, it's neat how the safe has 2 compartments. But what's really impressive is that the other end of the key was another key. That's all he had to notice.
I wonder if Mr. Kojin was just paranoid, or if he had a secret of that great of a value.
Speaking of paranoid, I once sharpened both ends of my pencil. Then when I went to erase something, I got all paranoid and thought I was gonna stab myself.
Please refrain from dispensing your special brand of unrelated sword stories while on duty.
Yes, sir.
Because that we found the key that was the Aragasu. No, Miss Yu stole 7 years ago.
This was originally from the embassy. Maybe she came back to return it.
I don't think she's the type to be so kind as to such a thing, Detective.
Okay, then what do you think, sir?
Stealer Yu. For what reason did she steal the key? I guess we'll find out with this paper. This is the document that we thought was stuck earlier. I wonder what it's about.
Beats me, sir.
Why don't we take a look at it before we give up, Detective? The coach's name is written here on the last page. Oh, wait, there's 2 paper, but one is missing. I wonder what the significance of this document is. Oh, wait. I kind of want to save. I want to save first because I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose health. Okay. Motive from knife handle. Stealing of secret. Let's just connect these together because I feel like they're both have butterflies, so... Yeah, there we go. The design of the knife's handle. It's greatly resembles the special Babalese species of butterfly. It does it? Plus, it says right here. This knife is property of the Republic of Babel. Babel. Perhaps this means that the knife used in the crime was found right in this room? Ow! I never meant to do that. Oh man. Alright, well. Alright, that's one. Does this connect probably? Oh, it does! To steal your dirtiest secret. Is it possible that the dirty secret the Yanagasu was out to steal is in this very room? Dirty secret? Francisca, you're in pursuit of some dirty, underhandled dealings yourself, are you not? Something tells me that this is no coincidence. In that case, the person I'm looking for is here in the Babali's embassy, huh? The head of the smuggling operation. I just might need to ask Francisca about her smuggling case in more depth. Well. Oh. Hi, Jenna. Ah! No, I didn't mention that. There we go. Smuggling. Francisca, when we last talked, you said that you were on the trail of the smuggling ring. I keep mixing up trial and trail. I suppose the reason you are here right now is related to that? Yes. After analyzing the intel we gathered from various countries, this embassy rose to the top of our list of sites to investigate. And this is what tipped us off. This accounting document? It's only one page of the whole thing, so we're not sure about all the details. Well, we found the second page. However, it's enough for us to grab onto the tail of the beast. For you see, this type of paper was made only in the Principality of Codopia. Wait a minute. Ah, the Alabas. Which means that somewhere in the countries of Alabas and Babel is the head. One pulling the strings behind the entire smuggling ring. That's Francisca for you. She's amazing. Pursuing this case with all she has. Adobe and paper. Account and doc related to smuggling. Prove someone in one of the countries is ringleader. Just mean now that we go here. Yep.
Eureka!
Take a good look at these documents, Francisca. It says that there are 3 pages in total, and yet there are only 2 here. Correct. Now take a look at the smuggling activity document in your possession. Tell me it's not possible that your page was taken from this set of 3. Very well. Well. It certainly looks that way. By putting a multi-part puzzle together, we seem to have arrived at an answer. And it seems that you have now found what you were looking for. Yes, and with this, it has become crystal clear. And Mr. Kocha himself was responsible for the mass smuggling of Babali's ink. Babali's ink? Babali's ink is a special product of the Republic of Babel. However, due to a special reason, only a limited volume is ever exported.
Hold it!
And that reason is...
That's classified. It's on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. In any case, it seems that the head of the smuggling ring was our victim, Mr. Manny Kochin.
His base was an embassy. Thus, it was hard for both our country and his to interfere, making the ideal conditions under which to run a smuggling operation.
It's so frustrating. I lost the person I was trying to rain judgment down upon with my whip of justice.
And even if he was dead, we still have a responsibility to look into his misdeeds.
You expect me to whip a dead man? Well, I'm not interested.
Francisca, you must know that Manny-chan was a suspect in the KGA incident.
Of course I know. On top of being the head of the smuggling ring, there is the matter of what really happened in that case that needs to be resolved.
Ooh. Okay, we have the Godopian paper document, the Babel Premix statue, the Babalese knife, the Yanagasu key, the embassy guy, the Steel Samurai's autograph, and notes on Kochin's body. I got all these profiles just in case. Alright. Are you done investigating?
You realize now, don't you, that this girl is the only one it could be. Now come along quietly, Yadagasu. K. Faraday. You are under arrest for the murder of Manny Kochin. Mr. Edgeworth! Please, you have to believe me, I didn't do it! I chased the fake Yadagasu in here! And he was already... You still have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
Oh, choosing the Miranda rights.
Hold it!
I'd like to help you reduce the number of mistaken arrests Interpol makes.
What is that supposed to mean?
I believe I told you that Kay Faraday is not the culprit of this crime.
Very well. I suppose I have no choice. I'll show you just how foolish your claims are.
Here we go, Sheena versus Edgeworth. Why arrest Kane?
Even your police confirmed that the Yagasu infiltrated the Babalese embassy tonight. Utilizing the confusion caused by the fire, the Yagasu snuck into this embassy. Furthermore, this girl claims to be the Yagasu. And most importantly, other than her, there was no one else in here with the body.
Your reason for suspecting Kay is because you think she is the Yadagasu.
Exactly. But isn't it? It isn't just me. She calls herself the Yadagasu. Ah, look how many times I had to tell you! I was only out to capture the fake Yadagasu! Imposter or not, it matters not. A Yadagasu is a Yadagasu.
Very well. Then I shall prove that Miss Kay is not the Yadagasu who killed Mr. Manny Kochin.
Go ahead and try. Show me what the prosecutor of this country are made of.
Oh boy. Okay, we got 4 statements.
Hold it!
They may have confirmed it, but are you telling me that no one could catch the thief? If so, you're basically admitting that the Yonagasu that committed murder eluded us.
Of course. I chased after the Yagasu that entered the Babalese embassy right away. And that is also why I'm making this arrest right now. Because at the end of my long chase, there was only this girl. In any case, this is what I had to believe happened tonight. Utilizing confusion caused by the fire, the Yagasu snuck into this embassy.
Hold it!
The confusion caused by the fire? Are you saying that the Yonagasu was not the arsonist who started the fire?
A suspicious person in a long coat was spotted in the area. Officers in the area claim to have seen that person start the fire.
It sounds like we have a phantom on our midst. Yeah. In a way, he could be considered a phantom, but the way he randomly appears.
Furthermore, this girl claims to be Yagasu.
Hold it!
Just because she calls herself that, it doesn't prove that she is the killer.
No, but it does give her a motive. The Yagasu sent a card saying, "I will be there to steal your dirtiest secret." Furthermore, there are documents pertaining to some smuggling activity in this room. She obviously wanted to steal them. So she killed Mr. Kochan for the key.
I see. Our logic is very sound. I expected nothing less of Agent Lang's secretary. However, that statement just now didn't sound right. It might have just been the opening need. Oh, this is where I present the key itself?
Objection!
It is. Agent Sheena, I regret to inform you, but there is a flaw in your logic. Oh? Even if you claim that she is the killer, and the Yanagasu, I'm certain that securing the smuggling documents is not the motive behind the murder. I wonder if that also means I could have also presented this document. The key to the safe in this room was found on Mr. Kochan's body. Furthermore, the Yanagasu would not be so stupid as to leave without the documents.
Oh, she is sweating.
But the simple fact that the documents were still in the safe when we looked, it's obvious that the killer's target was not the safe at all.
Then perhaps she didn't know that Mr. Kochan had the key on him?
Objection!
If that's the case, then why would she have needed to kill him? Because I can think of no reason for her to kill him if she had not known the fact.
Hold it. Indeed reason. All of this is simply our conjecturing after the fact. It's entirely possible that she accidentally killed him when she was sneaking in. Perhaps she didn't notice the safe second compartment before returning the key. But the fact still remains that Mr. Kochan was stabbed to death.
Objection!
You have no definitive proof that it was Kay who committed the act.
Actually, I do. I saw her holding the knife she used on the victim with my own eyes.
What?
Allow me to tell you a bit more about the evidence that will put her away behind bars.
Oh boy. Definitive evidence.
The knife wound in the body is consistent with the blade of the knife. The knife with the butterfly handle is the murder weapon, which the killer was holding. I assume she obtained the knife from the display rack and used it on the victim. The knife is a part of a special 3-piece set, which have a design like no other. The evidence and testimony, it all points to the girl. There is no counter-argument.
That's definitive evidence?
You see now that she is definitely the killer, right?
No, Miss Edgeworth, you gotta believe me. I saw a suspicious person in a long black coat outside the embassy, I swear! And you came in here because you were chasing this suspicious person? Oh my gosh, what's suspicious? That's right, I ran into this office only because I was chasing after that person. When I entered the room, it was pitch black. I couldn't see a thing. I felt something on the ground next to my foot, so I turned on the lights. But then... I can't do a girl scream, so that's the best I can do. Who's there? This is... I came to this room upon hearing the girl scream. And when I saw her holding the knife, I immediately restrained her. So the object Kay felt by her feet on the floor was the murder weapon. I had the knife analyzed right away, but we failed to find anyone's fingerprints on it. But the suspicious person in the black coat came into this room before me. You continue to insist there was a person. But if there was, where did they go? That... I don't know. I know they came in here. That sounds like there's a desperate excuse of a suspect, the killer. Not trustworthy testimony. You understand, don't you? You can't trust this girl's words, Miss Edgeworth. She has a point. Even if K's words are the truth, I must show that they are with some solid evidence.
Miss Edgeworth, I really didn't.
K, don't worry. If you didn't do it, there must exist a way for me to prove that.
So giving up, I see. In that case, try to counter my argument if you can.
Don't worry, I can and I will. Bye. Okay, we got 5 statements. Now the question is...
Hold it!
Does this mean you already have the results back?
We have confirmed that the shape of the Babali's knife blade matches the wound. Please don't confuse this efficiency of Interpol's forensic teams with your own.
Objection!
I wonder if you don't underestimate our police force. And so we're clear, I highly say your logic is sound, which you will see in a bit.
If you can prove me wrong, please by all means go ahead.
That has been my intention all along. Now let us return to your testimony.
Hold it!
You mean to say that you saw Kay holding a murder weapon with your own eyes?
I was also on search for the Yaragarasu. When I heard that girl's scream coming from this room, I rushed over straight away. When I arrived, I saw that girl standing there, motionless, with the knife in her hands. I already told you! I only came here because I was also after the Yaragarasu. A suspicious person I saw came into this room. When I entered, it was pitch dark. I found something by my foot on the floor, so I turned on the lights, and then...
You found out it was the murder weapon at your feet.
How many times do I have to tell you? We can't trust the words of a suspect.
The only thing you'll accept is evidence, is it?
That's the only acceptable way to counter an agent of Interpol on the scene of the crime. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have some kind of evidence that can prove me innocent?
I think I do, because there's one piece of evidence that I find to be a bit interesting.
I think I need to carefully examine that piece of evidence again.
Oh! The knife.
Objection!
Good. Wow. First was a knife and then was a knife. Sorry, I was trying to fix up my stream manager. Wait, what the heck? I did not know I dragged my OBS down. Anyway, so the murder weapon was the knife with the butterfly design on it. But is that really the truth?
What are you getting at?
I'd like for you to take a look at this. There's blood on the blade. And yet, there is not a speck of blood on the handle. This signifies that at the time of the crime, a different handle was attached to this blade. The knife that Kay was holding had its handle switched and was in fact not the real murder weapon.
It wasn't the real murder weapon?
This knife can be taken apart. Shall we give it a go? As you can see, the Babali's knife has now been disassembled into 2 parts. The killer must have pulled the murder weapon out of the victim's body and proceeded to swap the knife's original handle with this butterfly one. It was all to create an illusion that Mr. Kochin was killed with a butterfly-themed knife.
Ah!
This should clear up any suspicion and all suspicions surrounding Kay. The Babali's knife handle swapped with the real murder weapon's handle.
and its blade has yet to be found. Your argument isn't airtight yet.
How so?
It's possible that the girl herself is the one who switched the handles.
Hold it! Don't be ridiculous. For what purpose would she do such a thing?
I don't care how a criminal thinks. The way they view the world is beyond the comprehension of a normal person like myself. Therefore, I wouldn't put anything past them, no matter how odd it may seem.
Objection!
The truth is right there in front of you, and this knife will show you the way. You will come to see that Miss K is not and could not have been Mr. Kochin's killer.
What is this mark on here?
It's a mark of a flower. I assume you know what this means.
No, not really. Butterflies rest on flowers all the time to drink their sweet nectar.
And so they do. However, will this butterfly really drink the nectar of this flower? The answer is clearly not a chance. Now to put the relationship between the butterfly and the flower with this. Oh boy.
Take that!
You can't be serious.
It appears that you've made the connection. A flower on this blade is designed after a certain country's national symbol. That's right, the Kingdom of Alabaz. In other words, this blade is one of the Alabaz's ornamental knives.
Ah,
This part of the knife handle has Babylon's national symbol of the butterfly on it. Therefore, it's undeniably Babalese in origin. But as we both know, you can't kill someone with just a knife handle. Incidentally, when exactly did the murder occur again, Agent Shina?
after the fire had broken out.
That's right. Kay entered the Babalese embassy after the fire had taken place. Furthermore, she had not been to Alabazian side of the fire before then. On top of that, not a single person passed between the two countries during the fire, which means that Kay could not have transported an Alabazian object over here. This makes it impossible for her to be the true killer. Woo! Way to go, Miss Edwards, sir! What a great victory! Huh? Hey! Why is everyone so quiet? I'm happy we got this far and cleared Kay's name. But what worries me now, what will happen next?
Objection!
What is the meaning of this? An Alabazian knife here?
Do you mean, how did it find its way to the Republic of Babel? It didn't just find its way over. Rather, we should focus on how it was smuggled over.
You know what? My brain hurts thinking about it while we're just standing around. Thinking while you're on the run? Now that's a way a great thief operates.
Okay.
Oh, thanks a bunch, Mr. Edgeworth, for proving me innocent, I mean. You believed me the whole time, right? Tell me you did.
Not really, but...
Come on, you don't have to be so shy about it. Your argument is still not airtight.
Would you care to elaborate?
I understand now that the girl didn't commit the murder. However, there's still the possibility that she is the Yanagarasu. That again? Look, how many times do I have to explain it to you? I am the real Yanagarasu. I'm not like the fake one that goes around saying fires, okay? Whether you're the real deal or fake, it doesn't really matter. All I have to say is this. I have my suspicion that this girl is the one who started the fire.
Objection!
Of preposterous! What grounds do you suspect her of such a thing?
The fact that she calls herself the Yanagarasu, that in itself is the most elegant proof. Miss Sheena. Yes? I have no intention of taking back any of what I've said. I am the great thief, Yanagarasu, and I refuse to allow some imposter to claim that name as their own. The path of justice that my father pointed me towards. I will walk it the best I can. It's not good to be stubborn. I hope you can understand that. Thanks a lot for the concern, Miss Sheena. Let me share something with you too as a token of my appreciation. Those sunglasses totally do nothing for you, so I'll steal them from you next time, okay? Huh? Well, I guess we better get going. Going? To where? To the Kingdom of Ablaze. If we don't go, we won't know for sure, right? I suppose not. We won't get anywhere simply by standing here thinking. To see where the Alabaster knife came from, we'll have to pay the Alabastian embassy a visit. Let's go, Miles Edgeworth. As you are my subordinate, I'm not tolerate you bringing the investigation to a halt. Understood. Well.
And this is where we wrap up here. Next time, we go to the other country. And well, that was a really long stream. Really enjoyable. Anyway. Time for... Give me a second. Music. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen. This is it for today. And yeah, we'll be back tomorrow for more Ace Attorney investigations. And yeah, until then, be sure to follow me on my socials. And yeah, again, we'll be back with Ace Attorney investigations tomorrow. Wait, tomorrow? No, not tomorrow. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. I am confused. I'm confused in my own words. But yeah. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah. Again, we'll be back with Ace Attorney investigation, and yeah, just be sure to follow all my socials. Guys again for joining, and also subscribe to my VOD channel. We are now starting Ace Attorney investigations as well. Yeah, the VOD channel is catching up, and that's basically about it. Well, also Friday and Saturday for Echoes of Wisdom. I really gotta do something better in my ending. Anyway. Again, yes, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.